Welcome to Not Another Greek History Podcast, the podcast that aims to be exactly what it says. I'm your host, Onouphrios Dovletis, and together we'll discover the not-so-frequently told stories of Greece's history that will change the way you view things forever. Welcome to a very special festive episode, which has to do with Christmas, of course. I've already done, by the way, 2 episodes about Christmas and St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, and the connection to ancient Greece, so make sure that you check those out too. Today we're traveling back to ancient Athens to find the oldest ancestor of the Christmas tree, the Eiresione. What exactly was Eiresione? Forget pines and fir trees for a moment. Eiresione was a branch usually from an olive or a laurel tree. Why olive? Because in Athens the olive tree was sacred, a symbol of wealth, health, and the goddess Athena herself. The name likely comes from the word erion, which means wool, because of how it was decorated. People would wrap the branch in white and red wool and hang gifts on it that represented a good life. Fruits and nuts, cereals and grains, small jars of honey and olive oil. When did this ritual happen? It happened during a festival called Pianopsia, held in the month of Pianopsion. The month was named after the celebration, of course. That would be around October or November. It is important to know that for ancient Athenians, the new year did not start in January, which is really random. Instead, the year began around July, the month that was called Hekatontheon, after the summer solstice. The solstice, of course, is the longest day of the year, usually falling between June 20th and 22nd. Since the Neolithic era, of course, this moment has been vital for many cultures because it marks when the sun is at its highest and the cycle of the harvest begins again. The Pianopsia festival was named because all the fruits were visible. Legend says Theseus, the ancient Athenian hero, started the tradition. Before he went to Crete to face the Minotaur, who was half person, half bull, he stopped at the island of Vilos, which is close to Mykonos, and it was dedicated to Apollo, and promised Apollo, the god of light and music, that if he won, he would offer decorated olive branches in thanks. On the way back, Theseus and his crew ran out of food. On the 7th day, they gathered every bean and vegetable they had left and boiled them all together in one big pot. This is where we get the word piana for beans, leading to our modern fasolada. The Eiresione was a prayer for a good year. It was even called an iketeria, from the word for supplication. According to the ancient writer Plutarch, Theseus fulfilled his vow on the 7th day of the month. During the ceremony, a young boy whose parents were both still alive, and that was a thing in antiquity, to have children perform rituals, but both of their parents had to be alive for good luck. This boy would use a ritual jar to pour wine over the branch. The branch was then hung at the temple of Apollo. Children would also take their own branches and hang them on the front doors of their homes. While they hung it, they sang songs, as mentioned by Aristophanes, who wrote comedies in antiquity, asking for health, full jars of wine, and plenty of food. One famous line went, "The Eiresione brings figs and fat bread, honey in a cup, and oil to wipe away toil." The branch was left there for the entire year. When the next year's festival came around, they would burn the old dry branch and hang a fresh one. So how did we get from an olive branch to a sparkling fir tree? Both share the same ritual idea, using a plant to symbolize life, hope, and abundance. The Christmas tree arrived in Greece in 1833 with King Otto, who was from Bavaria, Munich from Germany. He decorated the first one in Nafplio, which is in the south, and that was the capital of Greece at the time. Athens was not the first capital of Greece. At first, people were confused, but it soon became popular in cities and eventually in the countryside as well. Before the tree, we in Greece traditionally decorated a model ship, which you might also see even nowadays in many places. But even if the fir tree is imported, the idea of decorating a plant for luck is thousands of years old. The next time you hang an ornament, think of an Eiresione. Even today, many Greek homes actually still decorate a Christ wood, as we call this, Christoxylo, or a simple olive branch. In fact, I don't have a tree. I decorate a branch myself. So thank you for joining me. I wish you a wonderful holiday season and a new year full of Eiresione. Happy holidays. Kala Christougena. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share. Until next time, this is Onoufiros Dovletis signing off from Not Another Greek History Podcast.